Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. Happy Memorial Day. It's the 25th, and it's 8 degrees out this morning. Still wet. Still wet. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of rain on our ride, I think. But I think it's supposed to stop raining later this morning. Let's see if this works this morning. Here we go. Everybody cross your fingers. Okay, where are we? Let's try to connect this. See what happens. Come on.
Disconnected from YouTube.
Oh.
Connected to YouTube live stream OMZYND8 Junior EQ. Connected to YouTube live stream OMZYND8 Junior EQ. Connected to YouTube
Now.
live stream OMZYND8 Junior EQ.
She just said that
Connected to
4
YouTube live
times.
stream OMZYND8 Junior EQ.
Okay, all right, everybody. Here's what I'm going to do. She just said that 4 times, so that means she's probably duplicated. So, I know this is counterintuitive, but I'm going to stop that. Okay. And I'm going to restart this. See what happens. I just wanted to...
Connected to YouTube live stream OMZYND8 Junior EQ.
Okay.
Connected to YouTube live stream OMZYND8 Junior EQ.
All right, she said it twice. That's good. That means she's really only connected once, I think. Now she's probably connected 3 times. So I can't wait till somebody joins, types a message, and she says it X number of times. We don't really know. All right. It is 5:12 in the morning. Lights are on, seatbelts on. Let's get out there and pursue some happiness on this kind of rainy Memorial Day Monday. Here we go. I've got 3 deliveries today. They are all in the van. So we are ready to roll. And they're all pretty normal. What a day is mostly donuts today. They didn't go for the cinnamon. They must have had a couple of cinnamon buns left over from yesterday because they didn't order any cinnamon buns today. So nobody out there. This is like weekend. This is like a slow Sunday traffic. You know what I mean? Holiday weekend, quiet, very quiet out here on the roads. Let's see. Anything else going on? So we've got What a Day. We've got Gourmet Girls. They have a regular. I've got 5 boxes for them, so I can't get crazy. They're a little stacked up back there, but nothing too big. And then Lenny's was kind of on the light side, but a regular kind of order. Regular Monday morning here in Hampstead, Maryland. Not a good day for parade. I know yesterday Janice said they were having a parade in Westminster. So we might actually, I don't know, on our way back when we go through Westminster, I wonder, I'm not going to try to go down Main Street because we know it's closed. I don't remember what time that sign said. I think they were closing it at 9 o'clock. So we should be ahead of any kind of traffic issues in Westminster. There's no school, there's no work. Everybody's going to sleep in today. It's a holiday. Holiday. Yesterday, I don't know if Thomas will be on today, our friend from Belgium, but I did look it up yesterday, and this is kind of funny. So I looked it up. I was investigating the whole chicken donut thing, and it is definitely a thing. So I was reading about it. Looks kind of It actually sounds kind of interesting. Like I want one now. I got to find a place in America that makes chicken donuts. I don't know if there is such a thing, but if there is, I need to find it, and I need to get one. Now, here's the funny thing. So I was looking all over the internet, trying to find information about them, and it's out there. So that wasn't an issue, but I could not find a picture of one. So I was looking and looking and looking. So I couldn't find it. I went to Chat GPT, and I said, hey, I know there are these things out there called chicken donuts, and I'm looking for a picture. Can you help me find a picture of one of these things? So it thinks, I don't know if you've used Chat GPT, it thinks for a few minutes, and then it came back with a picture of a chicken donut. And I'm like, oh, well, this is kind of cool. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, this thing looks like really perfect. I mean, it looked like the kind of picture a restaurant or something would put in on the web. So I was looking to see, like, it'll give you the reference link, but it just said something. I don't remember what it said, but it wasn't really a link. And so I said, well, thank you for that picture, but is that real? Is that really a picture of a donut? Where did you find it? And it came back and said, no, it's not. It was AI. Now, this is Chat GPT talking to me, and it said it was AI generated, which I thought was kind of funny. Like, if you were Chat GPT, wouldn't you just say, I generated it? It's not a real picture, I generated it? That's what I would have said if I was Chat GPT. But it just said AI generated. No, this is AI generated. I couldn't find any pictures on the web. So it went above and beyond and created a picture for me, which kind of looked like, it looked like a regular donut, like a powdered donut, but with chicken breading on it. And then it had it cut open so you could see the chicken inside, and it looked like if you cut a chicken nugget. I mean, it looked like exactly what all the other sites were describing. So AI did a good job of creating this picture, but it wasn't going to tell me it was a fake picture unless I asked. I thought that was a little sneaky. I mean, kind of cute, but sneaky. And I think it was a little embarrassed that I caught it. It was kind of like, no, it was AI generated. I could have pursued the conversation. I could have been like, you mean you made it up? And you weren't going to tell me? I should have done. But we could have seen what AI said. It's another one of these drizzly mornings, right? So it's not really raining hard enough to have the windshield wipers on. Constant. Oh, I noticed the gas prices went down today a little bit. I don't know what that's about, but we're in the 20s now. We're back down to the well, this one's $4.29, so that's like 20 cents cheaper. It's gone down like 10 cents a day for a couple of days now. So, I mean, that's kind of good, because normally on holidays, it's higher than usual on holidays.
Only Mookie MC says hopefully you will get to dry out soon. The rain has finally stopped outside of Pittsburgh. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Mookie. That's good. That's good, yeah. We're usually 12 hours behind you, I think. Something like that. Yeah, this has been some rainy days, huh? I feel bad for the people that have Memorial Day weekend plans. I think our forecast was saying that maybe by late morning, maybe around like noonish, it might just be cloudy, which would be good. If somebody had a cookout, they could probably still get it in. What are you doing today, Mookie? It's very evident there very few people are working because the traffic out here is light even for a Sunday. I mean, this is pretty late.
Anna says morning all.
Hey, Donna, good morning. How's your morning? You're still getting rain too? Or is it dry up there? You know, we didn't have rain yesterday afternoon, actually. We did get a break yesterday afternoon. I drove over to the cemetery and took some video, visited the cemetery.
Anna says yes.
And rainy Monday, rainy holiday Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Are you supposed to say Happy Memorial Day? It's kind of one of those holidays where I don't know if you're supposed to say happy. I think you are. I think people say Happy Memorial Day.
And only Mookie MC says the gas prices have fallen a bit here as well, which is opposite of what normally happens for holiday day travel.
Yeah, exactly. Makes you wonder if they'd even be lower if it wasn't for a holiday. It's not raining.
And only Mookie MC says I will be going into the newspaper office at around 4 p.m. The news march is on.
Ah, yes, that's true.
And only Mookie MC says good morning, at Donaku 594.
The news never stops. So I was checking out our friend from Belgium, and he was telling us about chicken donuts, and I was checking them out yesterday. They are a thing, but I couldn't really find any place that sells them in the United States. But I'm determined. I want to find a chicken donut.
One and only Mookie MC says, did you apply any Rain X to the windshield, or does someone else handle that type of thing?
No, I did. It would be me. I would be the one probably to put the Rain X on the window. But I put Rain X on my car window. I got like this extra powerful version of Rain X, like, you know, Rain X Max or whatever they called it. And it did work very well to keep rain off the window, but on a regular day, it's not so good. Maybe I did. It's basically like you're putting wax on the window, I think. That's what it feels like. So maybe I did. God, I got this guy driving right on my bike. Maybe I didn't like buff it properly or enough. I don't know. I thought I did, but I think you have it for this really powerful stuff. I think you have to
only
really.
MC says, did you buff it correctly?
Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm thinking that might be what I did do properly. I thought I did, but maybe that's what caused it, because it looked great when it rained. But then, like, on a regular sunny day, especially when it was kind of warm, I don't know, you could just, it almost seemed like, I don't want to say it was hazy, but it definitely had a different look to it that I didn't like. Now, I've never had that problem with regular Rain X, though.
Thomas Vermeeren says, happy Memorial Day in Finstermondag at mine. The one and only Mookie MC says hello to you, at Thomas Vermeeren.
Good morning, Thomas.
At Thomas Vermeeren says, only 2 hours of walking for me today only.
Today you're going to go with 2 hours, huh? This truck that's about to pass us has been riding literally right on my butt the whole time. Right on my butt. Oh, look. Are we going to make this light? This is a very long... we're not going to make it. Thomas, I saw the chicken donuts. I looked it up yesterday. I mean, I read about them.
Thomas Vermeeren says, hi Mookie. Thomas Vermeeren says, I see and repeat until IRL what I missed.
You haven't missed yet. We just got started. I have 3 deliveries today. It's a little foggy, actually. Now look at the fog.
Thomas Vermeeren says, Craig the Donna, hi to you too. At Donna says we could say, good Memorial Day. The one and only Mookie MC says use the regular one on the van, and take the microfiber cloth and run some on the rubber part of the windshield wiper and the chatter will go away. I am dangerous says I'm awake. I made it.
Well, that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe that.
Dangerous says I loves the fog. A lot. Makes me happy. The one and only Mookie MC says a somber Memorial Day to you.
All right, I like Donna's idea. Good Memorial Day. Good. That's a good one. Have a good Memorial Day. I'm using that. Somber's good too, but you know, it's raining. It's Monday. Did they run the Indianapolis 500 last night? I didn't see it. Obviously, I didn't see it. 6 miles, 6 minutes.
Vermeeren says hi Donna and just, hi. I am dangerous says hi Thomas. At Donna says no charge. LOL.
No charge. That's a good one. Good. I think you got to say to you after that. It's like a top of the morning type of thing. You got to say to you afterwards. Good Memorial Day to you. That's the full greeting.
Dangerous says good morning at Mookie C at Donna 594. At Thomas. Vermeeren says Mookie, hot Belgium until wet this week. The one and only Mookie MC says good morning at justicat.cs2.
Yeah, Thomas, are your temperatures going to go back down to normal soon? Like sometime this week? I don't have the Rain-X in the van, but I like that idea. No, I don't have. I have the Rain-X at home. I don't even have it in my car.
Anna says yes, that's the ticket. The one and only Mookie MC says we are a little on the cool side. Thomas, the temperatures are nice but a lot of rain like Craig.
I mean, a week ago we were like 90 degrees. We had a very hot spell right before this rain. It's quite foggy down here.
says, Craig, do you hope to monetize this channel?
I wouldn't say I hope to. I probably will when if it gets to a point where they're running commercials during my, like if YouTube, and they might already be doing it, I don't know, but if commercials on my channel, then I probably will.
Scott Vermeeren says, Mookie, where are you from?
And I probably will monetize it to get a portion of whatever revenue they receive from running ads. But I don't know about all that other stuff. I'm not a big fan of memberships or any of that stuff.
One and only Mookie MC says, I live outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the United States. Thomas. One and only Mookie MC says, I enjoy your shorts on the holiday, Craig, but it makes it difficult to leave a snarky comment.
Yeah, I thought about that. That is true. That's very true.
Thomas Vermeeren says, chicken donuts at my Foodie YT playlist, and also chicken rings exist also at that playlist too.
Oh, I didn't think about that. So do you have pictures? Because here's a funny thing. I tried to find a picture of a chicken donut. And I couldn't find one myself, so I asked ChatGPT if it could find a picture of a chicken donut. And it came back and gave me a picture. And I was looking at it and I'm like, that just looks too perfect, you know? Like it looked like a good picture, but it was like really perfect. And I'm like, is that real? And ChatGPT came back and said, no, this is AI generated. And I'm like, well, it said it was AI generated because it couldn't find a picture online of a chicken donut. So first of all, I want to know, since it was ChatGPT telling me this, why didn't it just say I generated the picture instead of saying AI generated? You know what I mean? It's like talking in first person. And then I thought it was weird that it couldn't find a picture one. But anyway, the picture that it generated for me looked very good. Like it looks like a chicken McNugget shaped like a donut with like bread, breading on it. But of course it's going to look like that because that's how all the descriptions are. Like AI is just going to generate what it reads. I was in a chicken donut circle, which is a donut. A donut is a circle. Anyway, I thought it was funny that AI made up a
Dangerous says, I see chicken donuts recipe here on YouTube. At Thomas Vermeeren says, my YT channel's called Thomas and Thomas. Written, by the way.
Yeah, I saw your chat. You also have a playlist with like all the 250 anniversary US things. That was pretty cool. I want to find a place in the United States that makes chicken donuts. I mean, instead of dunking it in coffee, you could dunk it in honey mustard sauce.
Vermeeren says just nice. And only Mookie MC says, did you ever ask Bob if he made bacon donuts?
I don't think I did. I know, I need to do that.
Vermeeren says Gemini and Copilot are also hyperrealistic if Yu-Gi-Oh are realistic too in the prompt.
Yeah, they do make some. I mean, it's scary. And I mean, if I didn't ask AI if it made the picture up, it would have let me believe that it was a real picture. All right, there are no cars out here.
Vermeeren says TNX Gray. I Am Dangerous says looks like KFC made chicken donut sandwich 6 years. Maybe they'll bring it back for you, if you ask Petey.
They made a chicken donut sandwich? Wow. And I like KFC, huh? Surprised I didn't know that. Or ever hear about it. All right, let's see. Let's turn that. That's the lights. Okay. All right, let me go in there and get the rack. Yeah, it is kind of drizzly. It's not really raining though. I don't know who's. There are no cars out here today, but there are definitely people in there, so we're good. I have rolled up here where nobody was here yet.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good.
Happy Memorial Day. Or good Memorial Day to you. Look, I screwed up already. Donna, pretend like you didn't hear that. Gotta think of it like, oh, take us. It's even kind of quiet out here. All right. It is a little bit.
I Am Dangerous says he.
It's a little bit on the misty side out here, so let me see what we're going to do today. Let's find a new spot. I don't know. here we go. There's an umbrella. Put you under the umbrella. Wonder if this pole is magnetic. It is not. Table. The table is. No, I don't like that. That's not even gonna work for me. Oh. Maybe it will. What? No, it's got like a. All right, guys. I don't know what to do. I can't find anything that's metal. Nothing metal out here, man. How about this? Nothing. Let's go on the fan. Is there a place in the van?
Thomas dot Vermeeren says hi Gray. Nice inside. I am Greenwood said how about the umbrella pole?
No, it didn't work. I tried that. That was my first. I thought that was going to be a great idea. I think that'll work. Can you still see me up to the? Yeah, you can. I mean, you're kind of on the door, and there's a little bit of a thing hanging over the door. Not a lot, but I'll get the job done. Oh. They got all the normal stuff, but not as many Danish as usual. I think it's not a big restaurant day. People, yeah, cookouts and stuff that people are going to try to do. And there's my two little cupcakes, cakes, eclairs. All right, I'm going to roll in and leave you there. It starts pouring down rain and you're going to get wet. But you won't actually get wet, you know, because you're just watching. My phone will get wet, but I think my phone is waterproof. Think it'll be slow today? Do you think it'll be slow today?
No,
No?
because schools are closed.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, people will come here. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. All the school kids. Yeah. Even though it's raining. No, it doesn't. That's true. They don't care. They're hungry. All right, you too. School, it's true. Schools are closed. I think there's a rubber glove on the floor. I should know that with my medical experience. What is that? Got a rubber glove. Will it still be there tomorrow? No, I'm just kidding. There we go. Probably will be. All right. One down. Actually, let me look at that lens real quick. Make sure you're getting right on the lens.
I'm dangerous says he won't. At Thomas. Vermeuren says Belgian schools today also closed. I am dangerous says that our new glove. The one and only Mookie MC says I knew a lady named Misty. She married a guy named Sonny and named their firstborn child Wendy. They sort of had a whole weather thing going on.
Wendy or Wendy? What did he name? Wendy. So that was supposed to be close to Wendy? All right. Off to what a day. I mean, not what a day. Off to Gourmet Girls. Is that a true story, Mookie? Oh, you know what? Now let's go to the other one. Let's go.
Toyo 1973 says good morning all from my drizzly place. Have a good Memorial Day.
Hey, Toyo. Good morning. Yes, we're all a little drizzly today. Wet day to be out on the road.
Thomas. Vermeuren says hi Toyo, welcome in. Nui. I am dangerous says goody morning Toyo. Have a good Memorial Day too. At Toyo 1973 says just a cat, the one and only Cool Breeze and Craig. The one and only Mookie MC says yes, but
Cool
they
Breeze.
say they did not see the connection.
Oh, you are officially Cool Breeze now, right? Because that's your summer
Toyo
nickname.
1973 says hello Thomas. The one and only Mookie MC says good morning, at Toyo 1973.
Yeah, maybe we should start calling you Cool Breeze now. Because it is summertime, officially. I mean, well, is the real summer like June 21st? Is that right?
And only Mookie MC says Cool Breeze has blown into the room. At Thomas. Vermeuren says Toyo, Belgium BU here.
Thomas is our Belgian friend who eats chicken donuts. It's misty and foggy. But it's not windy. Not windy out.
Dangerous says Cool Breeze, was that family all weather reporters? The one and only Mookie MC says do you use the Euro, Thomas? Dangerous says only thing I know Belgium is Hercule Poirot and chocolates.
That's true. It is supposed to be a pretty good chocolate.
One and only Mookie MC says they should have been at justacat.cs too, but they were both nurses. At Thomas.Vermeeren says Mookie off course since January 2002 A.D. At Thomas.Vermeeren says Toyo, we invented fries with patatas originally from the Andes era. The one and only Mookie MC says what was the currency before then, Thomas? I am dangerous says at Mookie MC how they should have been.
One of these days I'm going to hit that silver. All right.
Toyo 1973 says learning new things before I start my day.
It's always good to learn something every day. I'm pretty sure I do that. All right, I'm going to check the door, but I'm sure it's not open.
Thomas.Vermeeren
Really loud back here. Caution, carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so this metal container back here contains carbon dioxide gas.
I'm dangerous says Toyo. Same, this is the learning room.
Is that explosive? Here's something to learn. Is carbon dioxide gas an explosive material? Just want to know before I accidentally run into this tank one day. All right. Let me make a phone call here real quick. Where are you? What? Gourmet. There we go. Gourmet girls. Gourmet girls. Good morning. There you are. Thank you. I saw that. I saw you open the door. I should still sit in the back there. Here, I usually put this.
I use a key for leave it off.
Gotcha. Okay. I got it. That stops it. I didn't want to drive. I don't think I can take the. And it's kind of raining again. I mean, it's drizzled, so I'm going to do this. It's not the greatest view. It's something.
The one and only Mookie MC says carbon dioxide is widely used in beverages, medical procedures, industrial processes, agriculture, and fire safety due to its inert, non-flammable, and cooling properties.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
At
good.
Thomas.Vermeeren says Belgian is Dutch Flanders. Dutch.
At least I know it won't blow up.
I don't know what.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, because I needed open it.
Huh?
I need leave it unlocked. Not locked.
Oh, you want it so it's not locked?
I don't know how much can do it.
Now you're gonna lock us out.
It's locked.
Look what you did. Oh, you got the key though. Can you unlock it?
I don't know. I don't understand this.
Yeah, that
Okay.
doesn't do it.
What do you think?
I don't think it's gonna open it.
See?
So you can't
Yeah.
unlock it. Oh, wait, there you go. Maybe that worked.
No.
Yeah. There you go. I think it's unlocked now.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
We did it.
Good.
All right. That's cool. All right. I'm going to do this for now. You want to leave it unlocked, though?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Cool. All right. We just learned how to unlock the door. It's another thing. This is a very learning full day. Claire's around. I guess this door does make sense. You know, I resisted the idea of using this door, but now that we're using it, I kind of like it. I feel like the van is less exposed. All right, last two boxes. Okay. Mm. Where'd it go? You got a fancy coffee machine out there now. Fancy new coffee machine.
Oh, yeah?
Is that? Did you see it?
Coffee? They said milk?
That thing? This, yeah, looks like a coffee machine. I don't know. All right, well, have a good day. I know it's a coffee machine. Anyways. All right. Close that. Look, I'll show you guys. This thing. Here's the thing I'm talking about. See, that's the thing I'm gonna. That's the thing I don't. But it's not flammable. Just in case. Like, what if I accidentally lose control of the van, slam into it? I want to know whether it's going to be my last mistake or not. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. 6:05. We're on our way. Is it 11 o'clock? Is it 5 hours? I always 5 6. Is it 11 o'clock? 11 in Belgium. What a day. Here we come. Oh, just made that light. Very curious to see if that's going to work. If I put Rain-X on a cloth and then wipe the windshield wiper blades with it, you think that's going to get rid of my noise? This could be good. I see stuff popping up in my peripheral vision, and I'm not hearing anything. What's going on? Okay. Oh, you lost the connection. Look at you. All right. Try to do it. Reconnect.
Connected from YouTube. Cannot reach YouTube.
This happened yesterday. So I think this is a YouTube problem. Yesterday, we had the same thing happen, and it wouldn't connect for a while, and then finally it did, and I didn't change anything. So I think this is a YouTube issue. I will periodically try to connect. Just anywhere we stop, I will try to reconnect. I don't remember I don't think she catches up on all the previous messages though, when she does connect. I mean, I could try it with a different phone, but actually that would even be a better test though. I could try it with a different phone and see if that works. That would prove that it's YouTube. Maybe I'll stop up here somewhere. Of course, we have to be getting all green lights. Whenever you want to stop, you get green lights. Everywhere. All right, let's do it. We're going to do a neighborhood visit. Neighborhood visit. do a wellness check. All right, here we go. So, before I do it, get my other phone out. Okay. So, here's what I'm doing. In my regular phone, I'm going to try to reconnect.
Connected from YouTube. Cannot reach YouTube.
Okay. So that phone is telling me it can't reach YouTube. We'll go to my other phone and say, all right, let's see where this problem lies. Yeah. It says it's connected. Let's try. Maybe it is the phone. Look at me, blaming YouTube.
I Am Dangerous says he's poor at being a locksmith. The lady had to help him.
No, I was helping her. Wait. She was.
Thomas Vermeeren says Moki, not so respectfully.
What are you guys doing? Hold on.
I Am Dangerous says lol.
First of all, I was helping her. She wanted to unlock the door. I don't even need the door unlocked because I prop it open. She wants to unlock the door, and I was trying to help her, but I knew what she was doing wasn't going to change it, and then she finally did. But anyway. All right, so this is working. Let me connect this phone. Oh, look. In case anybody needs an ambulance, we just got one. Before I go anywhere, I'll do this. Let me try to connect this. There we go. All right. And let me close this one. This is so weird. For some reason, this phone doesn't like to maintain the Stream Buddy app.
Kim C says I agree, Thomas. I Am Dangerous says Humry Craig, you were helping her.
I was helping her. I was trying to help her. And let me close it down so we don't accidentally get this thing back on at some point. Stop that. No, okay. So here's what we did. Now, the only issue with this is if I completely lose the Starlink forever, you know what I mean? Because the only thing that's powering this phone right now is the Starlink. All right. It's working though. Very interesting. I don't know if all of my, okay, here we go. I don't know if all of my names are on here. Here we go.
Thomas Vermeeren says as their Memorial Day lives on YT today.
Lives. There might be some.
Kim C says so it was an app or phone issue.
It looks like it is an app or phone issue. Well, it looks like it's probably a phone issue. Something to do with the app on that phone. It's kind of weird. I mean, the likelihood that the moment between those, between trying it on the old phone and trying it on the new phone, the likelihood that it got fixed at YouTube at that exact moment is very unlikely. There probably are like parades. There are probably some parades. I don't know what else they would do. I mean, there are probably some memorial services.
Thomas Vermeeren says today I gonna watch that lives today.
I think they probably have a YouTube. I think they do something at the Unknown Soldier. monument down in Washington. So there are probably a few YouTube lives that might have some coverage of events. I don't know if there would be an air show. Like in some places, there might be an air show, like that kind of thing.
Thomas Ramirez says okay, but Craig Domu like Memorial Day yourself BTW. I Am Dangerous says is Memorial Day where they cover, when they put out the wreaths. At Mooking C says there are live Memorial Day events you can watch on YouTube, including a special, Remember and Honor, Memorial Day live stream.
That's. I don't know if they do. They do flags.
Ramirez says TNXP, Boom Chat.
They usually do the flags on in national cemeteries. I visited one yesterday. I visited a national cemetery yesterday, so I did a short on that. But the wreaths, they do wreaths at Christmas time. I don't know if they do wreaths in the memorial. Actually, in those I think this is still the case, but at national cemeteries where they put the flags, the groups that do that, they kind of discourage you from taking your own flowers and such. So if you have somebody at a national cemetery, they usually don't want you to put flowers on the gravesite around the Memorial Day holiday because they want the flags, they put all the flags out and they want that to be, the opposite. Looks better when it's just all clear.
Team C says PBS normally shows a concert. At Donaku 594 says cemetery here do flags on graves. At Thomas Ramirez says nice neighborhood. Craig, also with the rain too. At Donaku 94 says makes it harder to maintain too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that neighborhood that we just drove through it's an older area, but you can tell I've also built some additional homes, maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago, 30 or maybe even more than that.
Thomas Ramirez says have BOA also a Memorial Day YT live too.
Yeah, it sounds like there's probably a decent amount of stuff you could watch. Hopefully some of the parades don't get rained out.
Dangerous says, oh, I still see the wreath laying ceremonies. At Mukim C says Voice of America. At Thomas Vermeeren says PBS, NPR, VOA are the publical media of USA.
Yep, that's true. Well, I'm sure they do a wreath laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. I think this is one of the days they do that. I don't know if the president does that. I feel like he does. He does a couple holidays like that.
Thomas Vermeeren says Mookie indeed Voice of America's abbreviation. VOA. I am dangerous says all across the country. I am dangerous says Trump did last year. At Thomas Vermeeren says mute Mr. DT for me. UUUUW. At Mookim C says I don't think VOA is doing anything live on YouTube.
Where's Voice of America? Is that like on a TV station or radio? Sounds like a radio. I mean, the fact that it's voice makes me think it's radio. Hey, everybody. Green light. Hello.
Thomas Vermeeren says it. No, Mr. DT. No.
The rain is picking up a little bit. Oh, you know what I was going to do? Are all those stores open early? Like, I want to try that. That's what I was starting to say before Rosie gave up on us.
Vermeeren says, but okay, and gonna check YT.
I want to try the Rain-X on the windshield wiper blades idea. I like that idea. If I get the windshield wipers working right, this will be the last day of rain for a while.
594 says, I think you need new blades.
They seem to be good blades, though. Like, as far as if you couldn't hear them, their performance for removing the rain is pretty good. It's just that they're making so much noise.
He says you have to apply Rain-X to a dry windshield, of course.
Well, was I supposed to do it? But I thought you were saying put it on the windshield wiper blades. Yeah, for Rain-X, you're right. If you want to put Rain-X in the window, it's got to be dry. So you have to. That's for people that are proactive. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Tomorrow, I'm gonna try swapping my two phones tomorrow. Figure that out this afternoon. So, like right now, I'm using I have two phones with cell plans on them, and they're the ones that I'm using for broadcasting, and the other one is the text to speech. The One Plus is the one I'm using for the camera, and the Samsung is the one I'm using for the text to speech. So I want to try swapping them and use the Samsung camera and try OnePlus with the text to speech.
Tina says, good morning, everyone. Had
Hey, good
regular
morning.
strength rain at some drive them on the wiper blades. Yes. At Thomas Vermeeren says, Craig, you may send to range them if you want or not. Evening. UPNC says, good morning.
I'm trying, Thomas. I'm trying to push it your way. I can't.
Gigi, welcome. Hi, Dangerous say, good morning, Dickhead. Dr. Mary says TNX Greg, lol.
I think the water in the reservoir looked a little bit higher. It's fog.
Just a Thomas.
Janet, this is not. It's kind of yucky weather for a Memorial Day Monday. Oh, I wanted to say too, yesterday.
Thomas Vermeeren says Gigi, TNX2.
Hala put a comment on my bakery Memorial Day short asking what happens with the leftovers. If we still have some of the Memorial Day cupcakes. And I can tell you, this morning, significantly less, because there was a rack with cupcakes and the s'mores and stuff. It's completely this morning. Now I still have some stuff to put out, but yesterday afternoon they must have done a tremendous amount of business.
Annette says the bakery was crazy busy this weekend.
It is, I know. It is super foggy up here. Well, what did they must have been busy too, because they had 198 donuts yesterday, But for a Monday today, now I know it's a holiday, but they're getting, how many did I get? I think it was 132, which is a pretty big order, which tells me they probably sold out yesterday of their donuts.
Annette says we were surprised since the weather has been yucky, but I guess that doesn't stop folks from buying the goods.
That's true.
At C says ask Bob if we can look at some of the financial reports. At
Yeah.
Donaku594 says reminds me that there will be good sales on Memorial Day pastries tomorrow. I Am Dangerous says they all look so good and nice decorations.
If,
Professional. I could never to that law.
if they have
At
leftovers.
Annette says daily leftovers are half price the next morning and they always sell out too.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know that we're going to have, I mean, if today's even half as busy as yesterday, we're probably going to sell out. Oh, look at all those flags. Wow. Somebody had like, I don't know how many flags in their front yard back there.
Donaku594 says supermarket will have some.
Yeah. And we will have some. I mean, like Janet said, they always have some. And it's funny. I mean, there are people.
Annette says Jen brought me some cheesecake yesterday. I'll never get the weight off. Ha ha.
I got it. Yeah, I have to just resist it.
Vermeeren says we invented food Liam, so go to there, guys, lol, hee 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 hee.
Do they have parades in rain? Like if it's raining, do they ever call off a parade? Or do they do it anyway? I think they probably do them anyway, right? I think we're closing early today, though, right? I think 3 o'clock. So normally on a Monday, we'd be open till 10. Is that right? Wow, the fog is pretty thick out here. we're 25 at highs. Even their price came down. Remember that was like 450 a couple days ago. 449 to be exact.
He says, is this more of a mist, fog, or just overcast? Donaku594 says they move parade inside and just go around in circle. LOL. I am dangerous, says Heaven Fog.
It's foggy. It was raining. It seems to have let up a little bit. It was raining heavier as we were driving up. I parked as close to the door. Well, I should probably hit the van with a. I tried to park closer. Maybe it's too close. I was anticipating the rain. But look, I'm right here. Like there isn't really a whole lot of room. I think there's enough room for the door to open. He did open it. There we go. Good morning. Oh, it is raining. It's smart. Good morning. Just trying to figure whether I parked too close to the door. It's starting to rain a little bit. Good morning. Wow, you guys must have been busy yesterday. Huh. They don't really any. I got 2 cinnamon buns. Here we go. I heard Dolly Parton singing in there. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Anyway. All right. Sorry for that outburst. Dolly's not doing very well, by the way. You all followed her? It's starting to rain a little bit more. So I'm glad I put the van closer to the door. Maybe we can go in here. That'll almost be covered. Trying all different angles today. You're like basically half in the van, okay? Oh, let me go get the trays before we go any further. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with Dolly Parton, but she's not doing well.
Dangerous says please sing the whole song. He said. Also a good song, but please don't attempt to sing it.
These trays. I got a ton of trays, people. All right, here we go. Let's begin our delivery. I can't really spend too much time carrying these across. So it's 100. What? I request what? Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. I mean, rainy days are okay though. That adds a little. Got the M&Ms, man. Wow. Last but not least, glazed and cronuts. The cronuts are trying to fit in, you know what I mean? They're trying to be like, hey, I kind of look like a glazed donut, maybe a little different color, but we're all the same inside. Okay, yeah. All right. Now we've got the power of love going on in here. It's the power of love. All right. Have a good Memorial Day. See you tomorrow. That's the power. That's the power of love. All right, there we go. We got everything. Here we go. Okay, that worked. It's closed. And deliveries are in. I don't think we got any rain on them. Let me check the lens. Nope. All good. Okay. Way up there. There's a sign on the drive-through thing. Let's see what it says. I can't even read it. Up, please. Must be something wrong with the speaker. They've got like a sign over the speaker on the drive-through. Thinking it must not be working.
Scott Vermeeren says soon 11 a.m. UTCVTW.
Soon 11, so 7. Soon 7 here. Seven to 11. 4. Oh, I thought you were 5 hours. So you're only really 4. I was off by an hour. I thought you were 5 hours ahead of us. But if you're about to be 11, then you're really only 4. Yeah, it's almost 7 here.
Janet says a non-working drive-through on a rainy day is a lost sale for me.
Yeah. Well, I think it says pull up to the window. So you just have to give them your order and pay and get your food all at the same time. I guess that slows down the performance of the drive-through. Does it? Does it? Depends. Like, don't you? I guess you normally have like 2 people working a drive-through. One that's taking the orders.
Thomas Vermeeren says UTC is the world's global hour. He. At Gideonet says I would have to think hard as to whether or not I want to get out of my car in the rain.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's already a sacrifice just to have to roll your window down in the rain. Their drive-through is in the open. Actually, a lot of them are. Chick-fil-A's not, though, right? Chick-fil-A's got the one where you're undercover in most places. That's a pretty smart idea.
Says I'm late phase on life. It's good to save your energy. I don't know though. I think your grandkids would debate that. Vermeeren says after the live I go 2 hours outside and back home. That's all for today for me. At Gideonet says yes they keep me running.
Now, Thomas, are you still in the 90s? Like, is it still going to be 90 some degrees? Which I think is close to 40. Right? Celsius. I think it's like high 30s or 40.
Vermeeren says 2 hours a day is enough. I was born in May, 90.
Yeah, 2 hour walk is good. Are you walking at a pretty brisk pace? Like how many, so in 2 hours, how far do you walk normally? Like is that, you're walking no, probably walking 3 miles an hour, maybe 2.5. So you probably cover 5 miles. I don't know how many kilometers that is.
Thomas Dot says at a famous medical, I was born in Inlock, very chillaxing on the go.
All right, we got your rain now. Rain.
Thomas Dot Vermeeren says and enjoy the view on the go.
I like walking. I've always preferred walking. I ran for a little while when I was in my 20s, my early 20s, and my teens. I ran, but I didn't really keep that up. Walking better. Running can be hard on the body, knees, back, feet. What time did yesterday? Was it 9 o'clock? And then it had a time and a date. What was the time? 9 o'clock? Look how early right, I'm going to try to go down. Let's try it. I'm going to try to go through Westminster.
Vivianette says this is a quiet ride. At Vivianette says, should we bring up politics or religion? At Donahue594 says, no, please, enjoying the calm.
I'm going to try. Let's see what happens. I don't know what time they're going to close the road. You think it's dumb? Do you think they don't really have to set up for a parade super early? Let's just see if they're doing anything. Oh goodness, there we go. See if they put anything out early. Because basically this is the parade route, right? Don't they go down Main Street?
Dangerous says, yay, side quest. At Vivianette says, didn't the sign say 6:30 a.m. it would close?
Oh, did it? Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. No, 9. Use ultimate route 9 to 12. May 6:30 was when the parking had to stop.
Vivianette says, I can't remember what the sign said either.
Well, that one just said 9 to 12. It said use alternate route 9 to 12. So we should be okay. Oh, no. You know what? You're thinking of Hampstead Day. Hampstead Day, it was 6. I think it was 6 o'clock. But, oh, it says 7. No parking from 7 to 1 today. So you can't park. As of now, there should be no cars parked on the street. We rode down the morning of Hampstead Day. We rode through Hampstead at like 5, whatever it was, 5:15 or something. And they were going to close that street off at 6 o'clock. All right, everybody, wave. Let's pretend like we're in the parade. If it was just like 2 hours later, we'd be like right now, everybody would be staring at us. We could be throwing cookies out the window. There's a dog, big dog. See, here would be this would be the perfect time if I had my cookies. That's a big dog.
Thomas Vermeeren says, now it is 11 a.m. UTC at the moment at a great view.
We're right in the heart. We're in the heart of Westminster. We got some American flags. We got a dog. We got everything right here. But we don't have any parked cars. Hello. This is just... That's my parade wave. All right, we'll make this right. We don't have to go into this.
Annette says Westminster is a quaint little town. At Donahue594 says, I think that dog is walking her. LOL.
That dog was big. I guarantee you that dog probably weighs more than she did. Coca-Cola. The rain stopped just in time for our little parade. They need to cut that grass in the median area. It's time.
Thomas. Vermeeren says also a Coca-Cola factory at Metropole Antwerp somewhere. Nearby my place is that giant Metropole.
Coca-Cola is everywhere. It's really kind of amazing when you think about it, right? Like,
Dangerous says that was a nice drive.
yeah, we were able to ride by with no parked cars. The people of Westminster are very, very compliant. They follow the rules. Not one person tried to. Either that or we drove through right after they towed it. Well, no, they wouldn't have towed anybody yet. Now they would be towing people.
Thomas. Vermeeren says just, indeed. Says Yay Thomas.
Or is it pretty clear out here? I think this traffic volume is light even for a. This would be light for a Sunday. There's nobody out here today. Look at that. There's only one car off in the distance. I've got a tray that's acting up back there. Do you hear it?
At Gideonet says seems strange since it's normally such a busy road. I am dangerous says oh member you said that man Jeff. I rode with him cause I thought it was you. At Thomas. Vermeeren says are they drive to a Memorial Day ceremony, the driver on the road. Hee 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 hee. At Gideonet says I can only hear the blinker.
Oh, you can't hear the rattle. There's a little rattle in the back. Now it stopped. It was when we were. Must be something about the idle. It's the rhythm of the idle. Target's open. I think they open at 7. Yeah. Do you have Target department stores in Belgium? Actually, do you have Walmart? Is Walmart worldwide? I think. Oh, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and I don't know why Walmart made me think of this, but, well, because I was thinking there probably would be a Walmart on the moon if there could be. Oh, little ducks down there. But I was listening to this guy that was talking about, you know how our goal now is to get to Mars and like build up on Mars. And this
Thomas. Vermeeren says no Targets and Walmart at Belgium. We have Carrefour like Argentina and Brazil too.
Oh wow, no Walmart. That would be. I don't even know how to survive. I kind of did do Target for a while. Target, but I'm back. I've gone to Target a couple of times more recently. But this guy was saying that he doesn't understand why we're not focused a little bit more on the moon. And his point was we could get to the moon, and then we could use the material on the moon, old things, to accumulate supplies to build, and then we could take off because the gravity.
Gideonet says yes, Walmart is global. According to Google, they are in 19 countries. At Thomas. Vermeeren, but we have Foot Locker by Dick Scan, the Og Food Lion Del Hayes too.
Foot Locker. I am surprised they're not in Belgium. Like, I wonder what the 19 countries are, though. But this guy's idea was that you go to the moon and then you can get your supplies together, and it's fairly economical to leave the moon. You know what I mean? Like, you could then take large amounts of cargo that you've gathered from and take off and go to Mars from the moon, because there's no atmosphere and the gravity is like 1/6 the gravity on Earth. I thought it was a pretty good idea.
Vermeeren says Del Hayes, Food Lion with the lion emblem.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So you have Food Lion. I love Food Lion, by the way. My favorite grocery store. The Food Lion that I go to, the reason I love it so much is it does not have a self-checkout line. You can't even do it if you wanted to. And I prefer not. They give you a plastic bag. You don't even have to ask for it, and they don't charge you for it. Like when all the other grocery stores got into this paper, charging for plastic bags, charging for this, charging for that, cutting down the registers so that everybody was using the self-checkout. While everybody else was doing that, Food Lion just kept going. full service registers, all the plastics you want. I mean, they'll just give you plastic bags. You could, as you're leaving, you can just say, "Hey, can I have an extra plastic bag?" And they would give you one. If it's raining out, you can put a plastic bag on each shoe so your shoes don't get wet. I can't, I don't know if every Food Lion is like that, but the one that I go to is like that. All right, one day we're going to be shocked because the Christmas decorations are finally going to be gone. We're going to be shocked because I don't think today's that day. But now that I said that, it probably will be.
Scott Vermeeren says okay, so you like Belgium for shopping. Nice, yeah, Food Lion is so Belgian the USA way in what you say BYT nowadays by Dutch hold Delhaize own, also at Belgium too.
There they are, still there. Still there. I mean, everything else is really getting cleaned up. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. I swear, I think he watches. I'm beginning to really believe that he watches my live stream. Right now, he is laughing his butt off in there. Like, there he goes again. Every day.
Thomas Vermeeren says nice houses, yes.
Well, that one, we keep our eye on that house because of the Christmas decorations. We're waiting for him to take down those last three, this Secret Service snowman and the two choir boys. We can't end our contest until those three things are removed from the display. And I think it was Moxie Man who said it wasn't coming down until the end of October, and I'm starting to think maybe he's onto something. Whoa, that bird almost got hit. I could see his butt. Very foggy. Can't even see the.
594 says Rosie does not read some of my chats.
Really? Are you cursing? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'll have to look at it.
Says good morning everyone.
I wonder what she doesn't read.
Donaku 594 says yes.
I'm gonna try to figure out what she doesn't read.
594 says no.
Huh. I mean, sometimes she thinks things are inappropriate when they really aren't.
Says holla, welcome in too.
Holla. Well, she doesn't read, like if you put a smiley face, she doesn't say anything. I feel like sometimes she does, but most of the time she doesn't. Holla, I don't think we're going to have any leftovers. I mentioned that earlier. I I'd be shocked because if we're half as busy today as we were yesterday, I think it's going to be pretty almost sold out. Memorial Day goodies. Oh, I didn't even slow down. Crap, that was bad. That was bad.
594 says I was recommending a book comic called Moon Cop by Tom Gall.
Huh.
Ian says hi there holla.
I don't think that would be an issue. I wonder why she would read something. Well, she must have not read something Hollis said.
Says hello Thomas. At Dickianet says Donna. None of those chat comments are in my feed. That's strange. Paula says hello Janet.
Oh, that is weird. So you don't see him either? Paula, I don't think she's saying your name. Like she just says what you say.
594 says about the moon being colonized, but then everyone leaves and the moon but him. At Thomas. Vermeeren says holla, thanks.
Paula, are you having rain? Are you in New York or are you traveling? There's got to be some Memorial Day event going on in New York. Brown cows. Brown cows are all out. Brown cows are all out. What is he?
Says I was hoping you might have leftovers that needed to be consumed by a New Yorker.
Yeah,
At
I
Thomas.
figured.
Vermeeren says Tesla and pickup tracks also at my living place and the Metropole too.
I thought that might have been what you were curious about. I don't know. It seems like, based on what I saw this morning, now I think they still have some of the stuff put out, but they sold a lot of stuff yesterday, or at least down to a very limited supply. There are the black cows.
Says yes, there are many, but weather is still a consternation.
Cows. Little cows. Ooh, that's a big something or other. I don't know what kind of bird that was. Big bird. It was a big bird.
Naku594 says, can you see about text that starts it's hilarious? Paula says good. I'm glad sales were good. Thomas Vermeeren says what a nice slow TV here, hee hee hee.
What's hilarious? Did I miss something? Today is Monday. We got a bunch of people there. Oh wow. Birds. Somebody didn't empty the trash can. I bet you they're on. Look what happens if one day. Look, this is one day that they don't empty the trash. Do you see them? Birds are liking it. Look at that. One day. And they're having a field day over there. It's crazy.
Naku594 says asked if others can see a text of mine that Rosie will not read.
Oh. I'll have to look at. Maybe I'll check that out when I look at this tonight or this afternoon. I'll check it out because you know how I assume that she reads all text, but if YouTube, what do they call it? Wait a minute, they call it something. They hold it for review. Right, so sometimes if you type something that YouTube thinks might be questionable, I think you can see it, but nobody else can. That might be what's happened. But I think I can tell if that happened. Oh, you know what? No. Hold on. We'll do this right now. So what I'm going to do is...
Vermeeren says now I see the meaning of the Dollar Tree emblem, with one in it as a one United States dollar store. Smart.
Yeah, but they've increased everything. I think the cheapest thing you can get is $1.25 now. All right, Donna, I'm going to look at something here. Hold on. I think I can answer our question, possibly. So go into YouTube, go into my channel. Let's look at the live. Let's look at the live. Oh, wait a minute. Turn the volume off. Let's look at the live.
Says was Rosie acting a fool aga.
Here we go. I had to turn the volume down. Let's see.
Says again.
Not working drive-through any day. Live chat, top. So, yes, no. I was recommending a book, comic called Moon Cop by Tom. All right, so that's when you told us what it was, and we heard it. But before that, I don't see it in here. I think that dog is walking her. So I see your message that says, I think that dog is walking her. And then the next thing I see is you saying Rosie does not read some of my chats. So I don't think it was. Oh. You know what? Let's try something. You know how there's. How do you change that now? top messages. All messages. Let's see if that changes it. I was recommended a book. Rosie does not read all my messages. And I don't see it there either. Dog walking her. No, I don't see it at all. It's weird. Like I've tried a couple things. First of all, since I'm looking at this chat in my channel, it would show me if it was holding it.
594 says I try to keep it clean.
Yeah, no, it looks fine to me. But the weird thing is, if I'm looking at the chat in my channel, which is what I'm doing, then I should be able to see if YouTube looked at your message and said, "Oh, I'm going to hold this for a review," and then I'd be able to like say, "It's okay to send it," or I forget what word they delete it, basically, right? So then you have the choice. You can either send it on to the chat and let so everybody can see it, or you can say delete it. But that's not the case. It's not asking me that. Then my other thought was maybe it's the difference between all messages and top messages, but it's not that either.
594 says one of them disappeared and one is still there but won't read.
I don't know. That's very strange. But yeah, I don't see it either in here. So I think it's not Rosie. It seems to be YouTube that isn't showing the message for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, folks. Well, I wish it was sunny on this Memorial Day, but it's still a good holiday. Maybe rain is good,
Naku 594 says, but if I get out and then come back and seems to fix. Paula says, can you type it again, Donna? Do you remember what it was? At Thomas. Vermeeren says Topper from Maine TXTERS, all or the others too.
Yeah, it was about the book, right? Donna did type it again. And I heard it when she said it the second time. It's about the book. Where is it? Oh, and then there's the message that said, "Screw you, Holla, go to hell." I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's Donna going rogue on us. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
At Donaku 594 says yes, recommending a comic book about a moon cop by Tom Gall.
Yeah, and I heard the second time you said it, it was in there. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think I might have to go over there and pick up some of that trash. It's getting on my nerves just looking at it.
Says I've heard that before.
All right, everybody. Well, enjoy your Memorial Day. It might dry up a little bit by this afternoon. So maybe cookouts can still be a thing. Thomas, get out on your walk. Enjoy your walk. Hopefully it'll cool down for you. Hopefully it'll warm up for us. And everything will balance out. The world will be back in sync. But I will get going now. And I'm going to be working again today, Monday. This is my second Monday where I'm staying in the bakery for a while. And then just hanging out, getting some relaxed time in.
Says take care, everyone. At Donaku 594 says thanks, Craig, you too. At Thomas. Vermeeren says it was nice as always here, by the way. See y'all next time. TNX Craig.
All right, everybody.
At Donaku 594 says take care all.
All right.
At Thomas. Vermeeren says I stay until the end today.
You did. You did. Now you can get out on your walk. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock. And I might flip up the, I might flip the two phones and see if it changes our camera or our text issue with Rosie. All right. Everybody be good. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you again.